Hey guys, before I get into this video, I do want to say I'm going to be live streaming in a couple hours, or not even, so please click the notification bell on the stream so that you're notified of when the stream is actually live, so that we can talk about all of our predictions together. And make sure to subscribe if you like this kind of content, so that, like I said, you can see the stream when it happens and we can react to the direct tomorrow together. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. What is up, guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be predicting the Nintendo Direct for E3 2021. I am very excited for this Direct. I'm trying to go in with as little expectations as possible, just so that I can get the most out of the actual event itself. Though, with that said, I'm actually going to try something I've never tried before. Now, obviously, I usually always give my predictions in no particular order and, just kind of throw out what I think might be at the Direct. But this time I wanted to try something a little bit different. I think I'm going to try and outlay the whole entire Direct in terms of, what I think they'll start off with and all the way up to what I think they will end with. Now, keep in mind, obviously, these are just predictions, and, this is just more so me having a little bit more fun with this. Not all these things are even things I really expect to see. These are just things that, with rumors and people talking and just different things that make sense, I think this is what we could possibly see with E3 2021. And I think my list will disappoint actually a decent amount of people, but I am also trying to keep this as realistic as possible for what I personally think Nintendo will show. So, without any further ado, let's get right on into it. I actually do want to start the video off without even before I even say my predictions, I do want to say, I don't think we're going to see Metroid Prime 4. Bayonetta 3 is a possibility, but I didn't put it in there. I don't think we're going to see, a Mario Odyssey 2 or a Mario Kart 9. To me, none of that makes sense right here, right now, to me. I don't think we're going to see any of that. So, I got that out of the way before actually talking about my predictions. So, let's start off at the very beginning. I think they're going to start it off with the Smash reveal. I personally think that makes the most sense, because I think personally they're going to reveal 2 characters in this Direct. And I think, usually at E3, because it's a Western event, they'll usually announce Western characters, and I do think that makes sense for this, and I think personally Crash Bandicoot is going to be the first character we see announced in this Direct. To me, that just makes the most sense because he's a Western character. I know a lot of people have been talking about Crash being in Smash, and I just feel like Crash is such a, iconic, notable character that the fact that he's not in Smash already at this point is a little bit baffling to me. So I think Crash Bandicoot is the next likely fighter for Smash Brothers, so that is that. Next up, I think they're going to go over some of the games that they've already got announced but haven't come out yet. Mostly Mario Golf Super Rush and Skyward Sword HD. With Mario Golf Super Rush, I think they're going to actually probably announce the first free DLC character that will come out in the month of July, and I think it'll either be Diddy Kong, Birdo, or Toadette. One of those 3 will be the free character of the month that you'll get in July. Personally, I think that just makes sense because of the fact that this hasn't been confirmed, but it's pretty obvious that Nintendo's going to add characters post-launch, and I just think one of those 3 makes the most sense, especially since characters like Birdo and Toadette have already been confirmed to be in the game in the story mode as NPCs. So I think one of those 2 being in the game as an actual character coming later, that makes the most sense for me. And with Skyward Sword, I think we're just gonna see a overview trailer. Probably see some new stuff, maybe a new dungeon, or I don't expect much new from this. I'll be completely honest, because when Nintendo remakes games, they don't really do much new. I do think we could see something new, but given that I've not played Skyward Sword, I can't really attest to that much. But we'll have to wait and see. So, the next thing I think is going to be their first new game reveal, and I think a new Donkey Kong game will be revealed. Given that it's Donkey Kong's anniversary as well this year, I think it makes sense for Donkey Kong to get some sort of announcement. Obviously, everyone's pointing towards a new 2D game developed by the developers of Mario Odyssey, so maybe that's what we'll end up seeing. I don't know. Like I said, I usually try not to rely on leaks for my own personal predictions too much, even though that's completely what I'm doing in this list. But I just think it does make sense to see a new Donkey Kong game. Personally, I would love for it to be a 3D game. I would love a new open, explorative 3D Donkey Kong game. That would be super, super cool, but I just don't see them going down that route for whatever reason. I think it's personally stupid because, I mean, 3D games I think are kind of needed at this point. We don't need more 2D games, but regardless, I think it's possible we could see a new Donkey Kong game, and I think people will like it. Next up, I think there's going to be some Pokemon trailers. They're just going to show off some more Pokemon trailers, but I don't think they're going to do a trailer for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think it'll just be for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I think those games will get, maybe not like a huge amount of screen time, but I do think we'll see more trailers for, you know, just the game and how it looks, and, you know, maybe something they'll add to it, or just, you know, just showing off more of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Not much more to say there because it's a remake. I think they're just going to show off some more footage. Next up, I think they're going to do a trailer for Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Obviously, this was announced at Ubisoft's event, but obviously I feel like Nintendo want to give some spotlight too at their own event because of the fact that maybe some Nintendo gamers didn't watch the Ubisoft event or aren't up to date with Nintendo news or as up to date as people like, you know, us are. So I think it's highly possible that we could see, or actually I think it's a given that we will see a trailer for Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. It could be exactly the same trailer as what was shown at Ubisoft's event, personally, but who knows, maybe we'll see a little more gameplay, maybe we'll see something a little more of it, maybe it'll be in the treehouse. I don't think it will be, but regardless, I think Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope is basically a given. Then after that, I think we're going to get the next reveal, which is Super Mario Party 2. I think, you know, this one's been talked about for long enough, and then also we have the whole online update that was added to the original game that just really makes me think a new Mario Party is on the way, and I'm really hoping we get that reveal. It'll probably show off the fact that it's playable in handheld mode, or you can use a Pro Controller, so you're not limited to the one Joy-Con. We'll see the new boards. Hopefully they're big and expansive. We'll see maybe some new characters added, like maybe Birdo is coming back in, or Toad and Toadette being back into the playable roster, stuff like that. I think that'll be the kind of things we see in this trailer. And yeah, so Super Mario Party 2, I personally think it's a given, but I don't want to, like, you know, act as if it's actually set in stone. But Super Mario Party 2, hopefully we'll see it. So, at around this point, we'll probably be at the midpoint of the show. About 20 minutes maybe have passed, you know, seeing all that stuff. So now we're at the midpoint, and I personally think we could see the gameplay reveal of Breath of the Wild 2 here, and a possible release window. I am not in the mindset of Breath of the Wild 2 coming out this year, personally. I think it'll come out early next year. But I do think it's very possible for this game to kind of get what Animal Crossing got, right? People think it's going to come out this year, and they'll reveal more of it this year. You know, they'll show the gameplay, they'll show a bit of it, but it will be delayed to next year. And I think it's possible, you know, we could see some Breath of the Wild gameplay. I don't think they're going to spend, like, an overly exaggerated amount of time on it. Maybe 5 minutes or so, showing off the new Zelda gameplay, telling a little bit about the story and all that. And, yeah, so personally, Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay, I think is going to be there, as well as a 2022 release window, or early 2022 release window. Next up, I think we're going to get a release date for No More Heroes 3. Personally, I don't care much about this game. This game doesn't interest me at all, but I do think it'd be cool to see, you know, the release date for it, because I know there are genuinely some people that are excited for it. And, yeah, so No More Heroes 3, I think that's going to get a release date. Next up is another reveal, and I think it's going to be the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker ports coming from the Wii U. Obviously, this year's Zelda's 35th anniversary, and seeing, you know, Skyward Sword get ported over, I think the same's going to happen to the Wii U ports of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. And I really think it'd be cool. I've always wanted to play Twilight Princess specifically. I actually have Twilight Princess on the GameCube, but never gave it a try. And of course, I love the Wind Waker, so I would love to see these come together as a dual pack, hopefully. I actually have a Nintendo Direct bingo sheet, which I'll talk a little bit about later, and, you know, hopefully they come together. But nonetheless, Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD, I really hope, and I'm thinking they're going to be confirmed here at this E3. So, the next reveal, I personally think, could very well be a new 2D Metroid game. And yes, this also goes along with the rumor of Super Mario Party 2 and Donkey Kong, but it is very possible we could see a 2D Metroid game. What I think they're going to do is they're actually going to pull what they did with Skyward Sword HD, where they're going to give some updates really quickly about Metroid Prime 4, saying it's on track for development, maybe give a year or something like that, but we probably won't see any actual gameplay, but they'll give that verbal update, and then we'll get, you know, they'll be like, but for now, to tide you over, they'll announce this new 2D Metroid game, and You know, that's personally what I think they'll do. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think some people are still hoping for the Metroid Prime trilogy. But I don't want to hold our breath on that because, you know, I think just 2D Metroid I mean, I don't know. I mean, both are likely, I guess, but I'm just going to put my money on a 2D Metroid game rather than a 3D Metroid game. Then they're going to end the show off with the second Smash Fighter announcement of the day. And I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I think it's going to be Waluigi. Personally, I think it's going to be Waluigi just because not only, you know, are there memes of him and there are fans wanting Waluigi, but there are whole videos and music videos and jokes and everything about Waluigi being in Smash, or not being in Smash, and being restricted as an assist trophy. And, you know, people obviously always argue about, since he's an assist trophy, is it even likely that he would come to Smash Brothers? And to that, I'd say, didn't they change Cloud's whole final Smash when Sephiroth was added? So, I feel like anything's really possible. Like, you know, they could either remove his assist trophy or make his assist trophy only active if he's not playable. I mean, you could literally have 8 of the same character playing in Smash. Like, personally, I don't think it's unlikely that we could see Waluigi. I just think it would be that would be the final character. Like, that would be, like, the send-off. Like, oh my god, Waluigi's actually coming in. And then that's the send-off, because you have the big third-party rep being Crash earlier in the stream, and then you have Waluigi. I just think it makes sense. I mean, even if it isn't Waluigi, like, I think the first one they reveal in the stream, nonetheless, is going to be a third-party character, even if it isn't Crash, and then the last one's going to be a first-party character, even if it isn't Waluigi. But those are my two just guesses, you know, in the category, so, yeah. And then they're going to say, like, look at all these amazing games coming out on the Nintendo Switch from third parties. They'll have a third-party sizzle reel. There'll probably be some other third-party announcements in the Direct that, you know, I don't know. With third parties, it's really hard to predict. But, you know, we'll see some third-party trailers throughout the Direct, of course, and, you know, we'll get the sizzle reel. And then you'll get, you know, the typical one more thing announcement. And I've predicted this game every single year for, like, the past maybe 3 years. But I think it's time for Pikmin 4 to be teased or announced. Personally, the reason why I think now is, like, the right time is because of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. It's really making me think of what happened with Luigi's Mansion, where they released the Luigi's Mansion 1 remake on the 3DS to see general interest in Luigi's Mansion and to get Luigi's Mansion back in the spotlight again before announcing the new game. Personally, listen, I'm not a Pikmin fan at all, but I do sympathize with the Pikmin fans that have been waiting for years and years and years, given that Miyamoto said himself that there's a new Pikmin game, and it's in development, and it wasn't Hey Pikmin. So, hopefully, we actually get to see this Pikmin game for those fans who have been really, really wanting the game. And, yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this predictions list. I will be live streaming at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be talking about all of your predictions. So if you guys have predictions, if you guys have questions, things you want to know if they're going to be in the Direct or not, please make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below so that you're notified, and hit the bell so that you're notified of whenever I'm streaming, so that we can talk about all this different Nintendo stuff together, because the Direct is tomorrow, on my birthday, and I know that you are all excited, as well as I, and, yeah, so what do you guys think of my predictions? Let me know down in the comments down below, or let me know in the stream later. I have this bingo sheet over here, which I mentioned earlier. I will be showing that off in the stream, and obviously tomorrow, during the Direct, I will be crossing off things that I got right, and hopefully I get some things right. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All stuff down below. Click on the notification bell so you're notified of when I upload videos, and check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there for you to check out. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.